Family and friends of the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, please rise for the procession of faculty and the graduates of the class of 2025.
right. Graduates and faculty, please be seated. And the audience, of course, also please be seated. Welcome, everyone, on a very warm day to the 2025 Civil and Environmental Engineering graduation ceremony. Welcome to all our graduates, our faculty, our staff who has helped organize this event, our speakers, but an especially warm welcome to all the family and friends who have joined us to celebrate this major milestone in the personal and professional lives of our graduates. My name is Bart Nijssen, and I'm the Chair of Civil and Environmental Engineering, and in that capacity, I will lead the proceedings today. As has been customary in recent graduation ceremonies, we will begin with a land acknowledgement, followed by opening remarks by me, student reflections, student and alumni awards, and our keynote speaker. We will then proceed with the part that you've all been waiting for, the individual recognition of all our graduates. The land acknowledgement is that the University of Washington acknowledges the Coast Salish people of this land, the land which touches the shared waters of all tribes and bands within the Suquamish, Tulalip, and Muckleshoot nations. All right, today's ceremony is the culmination of a major educational endeavor by all our graduates and a major milestone in their personal and professional lives. This academic year, we have 261 graduates and are conferring 124 undergraduate degrees, 122 master's degrees, and 15 doctoral degrees. Congratulations to every single one of you. You should be very proud of your accomplishments. You have persevered in your education under often challenging conditions, and I admire the resilience of our civil and environmental engineering community in pulling through. Later in these proceedings, we will hear directly from students about their experiences in our department and the impact of a CEE education on their lives. I will focus instead on some broader departmental initiatives and activities. Student recruitment at all levels has been a major focus for the department. The demand for our graduates is strong, as evidenced by the healthy job market and the large number of employers who participate in our career fair. About 100 companies and employers participated this past fall. However, as the leading civil and environmental engineering program in the Pacific Northwest, we currently do not graduate a sufficient number of students to meet job market demands. We have made concerted efforts to recruit more students, and these efforts, coupled with larger economic and workplace developments, are bearing fruit. This fall, we will welcome the largest junior cohort in the department's history, where we are graduating 124 undergraduates today. That number will be closer to 150 next year, and will probably be about 200 the following year, perhaps even well in excess of that number. At the same time, we are working hard to grow enrollment in our graduate programs to help engineers further hone their skills and to participate in cutting-edge research. Civil and environmental engineers have an important goal: to solve the problems and critical challenges of the 21st century, from transportation to water quality to earthquake resilience. Civil and environmental engineers play a crucial... I'm going to move this back a little bit because it's so loud. Okay, you can still hear me. Civil and environmental engineers play a crucial role in enabling livable, sustainable cities, healthy environments, and strong economies. Civil and environmental engineers design, build, operate, and maintain urban environments to improve people's lives. To put it succinctly, we build and manage the world of tomorrow, and you do this in a wide range of careers. Now that you graduated, you will be part of all this, very actively, and you will have an opportunity to change the world around you. As engineers, your task will be to step beyond the disciplinary boundaries of fields such as hydrology, geotech, construction, transportation, structural, and environmental engineering, and instead use your skills to solve the grand challenges of our time. Designing for a changing climate. It's hot here today. Creating resilience to natural hazards. Building sustainable infrastructure, and engineering for socioeconomic and environmental justice. As I'm coming to the end of my third year as department chair, I remain grateful for the opportunity to serve in this role. I did my PhD in this same department in the 90s, and I actually skipped my graduation, which I now kind of regret. But I returned to the UW in 2011 after time at another academic institution and in the private sector. After all that time, and perhaps now more than ever, I can confidently say that we have an amazing community, including students, staff, faculty, alumni, and their friends and family. I'm humbled and inspired by the creativity, energy, commitment, and resilience from everyone, and it gives me great hope for the future. I trust that many of the contacts that you made during your time as students will endure in your professional careers. I can say that they did for me. Congratulations to all of you on getting your degrees. Lastly, a heartfelt thank you to all of you who are here to celebrate our graduates. They would not have made it here without your help and support. You should be proud of them and of your own roles in getting them here. So you probably should give all these people on the stands a hand for what they did for you. One final plea before we hear from our graduates. This year, the College of Engineering has started a senior class gift campaign. Each department asked the graduating class to select a gift fund for which the college would solicit donations. For our department, graduating seniors overwhelmingly voted for the CEE Facilities Improvement Fund. This did not come as a surprise. Our facilities show their age. Moore Hall was completed in 1947, and graduates from that time, there are not that many alive anymore, still recognize the building. And a major renovation is not yet on the horizon. Among the participating departments, I just checked, CEE is currently in the lead in the number of gifts in this gift campaign and the amount of money. And as chair, I really would like to have the bragging rights at the end of this campaign next Sunday when they do the final tally. Basically being able to say that we had the largest number of gifts and collected the most money. We can use it in civil engineering. So please support our Facilities Improvement Fund if you can. All right, with that, we move on to the next step in our program, where we will hear from our graduates. As our first student speaker, I would like to invite Cali Gallegos onto the podium. Cali is graduating with a BSCE degree. She has decided to pursue civil engineering because of the tangible nature of civil engineers' work. Throughout her time in the CE department, she appreciated the ability to become friends with her classmates and build a strong community through the junior year cohort system. She also studied abroad in Bangalore, India, through the department's Grand Challenges Impact Lab, or GSIL, working hands-on to address real-world challenges. After completing 2 internships, one with a heavy civil contractor and another with a structural engineering design firm, she plans to start full-time as a project engineer at a heavy civil construction company in Everett. With that, go for it.
Hi, everybody. As you may or may not have just heard, my name is Cali Gallegos, and I, alongside all of these wonderful people, are about to become alumni of the University of Washington Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Now, it's not an easy road to this day. They don't just give engineering degrees out to just anyone. We had to work hard to walk across this stage. I mean, seriously, we had to wake up at 6 a.m. every quarter just to register for classes. And do you remember Calc 125 or any of the math classes we had to take? I mean, our future bosses would have to try really hard to assign something harder than those and more frustrating than the Alex chemistry homework we used to have to do. But now to switch gears. There are typically 3 types of people at graduation. The first type can't wait to get out of here. They've done their time and they finally get to leave. The second type cannot believe they have to leave. College is awesome. I can't believe it's over. And the third is a mix of both. The third has joined clubs, showed up to tests they didn't know if they'd pass, built a group of friends, and spent one too many late nights in the dungeon. But through it all, they've made UW home. And even though we have like 50,000 students at our school, the UW world is small. And it's even smaller within the halls of Moore. So even though college has been hard, it's also been awesome. And they wouldn't trade any of the hard times for any of the amazing people they've met through the process. I know that I definitely fall into the third category. I'm so grateful for the people and experiences I've had over the past 4 years. From construction site tours to dragging people out onto the dance floor at CE formals and spending 3 months in India for GSIL, I know that no matter where my career takes me, when I meet a UW CE grad, we'll be able to bond over how we had to walk all the way down to the water for the fluids lab, or how we had Professor Mensch for construction engineering, and for my special environmental engineers, Professor Dodd for environmental chem. And even though today marks the end of an era, it's not the end of the memories or friendships we've made at UW. And no matter what we do next, grad school, enter the workforce, some other awesome thing we might not know yet, we will always be the class of 2025 graduates from the University of Washington, Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. We did it! Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. All right, our next speaker is Gage Santa Cruz. Gage, please come up. Born and raised in East Wenatchee, Gage discovered his passion for transportation during train rides between home and Seattle. He joined the Steel Bridge team in his second year, later helping build the bridge at Nationals and serving as assistant general manager. This year, he also led the ASCE, that's the American Society for Civil Engineers, UW student chapter as president, focused on growing the team and its impact. After graduation, Gage plans to pursue a career in transportation, promoting walkability, sustainability, and equity through multimodal design. All right, Gage.
Thank you. These caps don't like to fit on properly. The CE department is home to over a dozen student clubs, ranging from competition-focused teams to professional organizations. All of us have worked extremely hard to further advance our groups and ensure success long after we leave. While I do not have time to discuss each of the team's accomplishments, I would like to highlight a few specific achievements from the year. ACI, the American Concrete Institute, placed second in the Pervious Concrete competition, competing against 31 other schools from all across North America. And just so you know, they are the first American team to place on the podium in years. So congratulations to you all. ITE, the Institute of Transportation Engineers, placed first at the annual Western District Traffic Bowl. This is the second year, by the way, that they achieved this dream. They're one of 2 international finalists for the Student Sandbox competition for their brilliant campus mobility hub design. And just so you're all aware, just last year they won the Progress Award across the nation. And now they're continuing to look forward to the future. Congratulations to you all. Timber Strong Design Build, a first-year student organization, placed first at the ASC Pacific Northwest Student Symposium down in Portland this past April. At the same symposium, Concrete Canoe also placed first overall at the symposium, winning every single race and earning top scores for project proposal and prototype. They are now getting ready to leave for nationals in San Luis Obispo here later this month, so be sure to wish them luck on their way down and bring back UW the national title. Now to discuss two clubs very close to home for me. Steel Bridge, one of my clubs that I've been a part of for 3 years now, placed fourth overall at the Student Symposium. The build team was able to secure a second in overall build time with a blistering sub 15-minute build. And just so you're all aware, their previous best build time was 18 minutes. And yet at competition, under the bright lights, they were able to go as fast as I've ever seen them. So, thank you. I'm so proud to have been a member of this team for 3 years now, and I thank this particular team for helping me find my community in CE. Going to nationals with y'all will always be a highlight of my college career. Shout out to Olivia and Evan, also going to that same trip, who have been with me now for the past 3 years. I'm happy to continue the time-honored tradition as well of a Steel Bridge officer shouting out the successes of the year. Shout out to Kaylee and Jana for the past 2 years. ASCE, the American Society of Civil Engineers, was able to put on numerous events and opportunities this year. Whether it be the formal, the stoles many of you are wearing now, or any other activity, this is our best year since COVID. Leading a team where all of us are first year's officers was interesting, but my entire team took on the challenge and not only revived the chapter, but turned it into something great. I look forward to seeing what the future holds for the chapter, and as I know, they are destined for success in their futures. If there's any takeaway from all this, it's that the power of community and teamwork can never be underestimated. All the structures we've built, all the people we've helped, and the successes we've had have been a result of working together. Be sure to never underestimate your own potential either. Speaking on my own experience, I was a high school senior who loved numbers, but had no idea what future lay ahead of me. I found a future and passion in engineering through my robotics club and crossed the mountains from East Side to the University of Washington as a first-generation student looking to get into aerospace engineering. That didn't pan out. Turns out I have passion for trains, not planes really. Thanks to Civil's strong sense of community and a desire to continue on, I quickly changed my mind and pursued civil engineering. I was super quiet at first, but as my passion grew, that quickly faded. Being up on the podium has been a dream of mine from a very young age. And now, as all of you are walking across the stage, you should reflect on how your younger self would look at you now. Before I wrap up, I have a message for my siblings. Kai, Mason, Asia, Morgan. Being your older brother is something that I could not be more proud of. Watching you grow has been such a delight, and I cannot wait to see what your future holds ahead of you. And for the rest of you, congratulations on the magnificent milestone. So go on, continue to chase your dreams and embrace your communities. See you out there in the real world. Thank you.
Thank you, Gage. All right, the third student speaker is Zach Flingstrom, who defended his PhD just last week. Zach earned his bachelor's degree in bioengineering from Northeastern University before joining us in Seattle to pursue a PhD in environmental engineering under Professor Murray Winkler. His research explored the effects of oxygen levels on microbial nutrient processing and on greenhouse gas emissions in wetlands. During grad school, he served as a teaching assistant and was active on the Graduate Student Advisory Board, how I know it. After graduation, Zach will join Brown and Caldwell in Seattle as an environmental engineer, focusing on wastewater infrastructure, planning, and design. Zach?
Good evening, everyone. I'm grateful for the chance to say a few words today and hopefully offer a perspective that's useful. In case the purple robe didn't give it away, I've just finished my PhD. So first and foremost, I want to send a big shout out to the other freshly minted doctors in the audience who were persistent, clever, and crazy enough to make it to this point. Congratulations to you guys. It's fun. And secondly, to all of the friends, family, mentors, and significant others of these doctors who provided emotional support to keep the train rolling up to this point as well. So thank you all. By my count, I'm graduating from the 21st grade. So like many of you, I've spent most of my life as a student. And now that I've run out of grades, I found myself asking, what now? How do you adjust to life after school when so much of your routine and identity has been built around lectures, labs, and deadlines? What does it mean to no longer be a student? Well, first I'd argue you don't stop being a student, not really. I don't mean you need to keep collecting degrees, but I do mean that learning doesn't stop just because the coursework does. And the beauty of this moment is that your learning can now be completely self-directed, shaped by your interests and the kinds of problems you care most about solving. We are fortunate enough to live in a time where nearly any topic, tool, or technical method is accessible with a few clicks. And sure, it's easy to lose hours scrolling through videos and memes, but it's also possible to teach yourself how to model groundwater flow, or brush up on climate policy, or watch a recorded seminar on novel building materials. The point is, you now get to set your own syllabus. You choose the questions you want to answer, the skills you want to build, and the issues you want to engage with. While lifelong learning is certainly a cliche, it's also a useful habit. It's one of the best ways to stay curious, stay useful, and stay connected to a world that is changing fast. And as civil and environmental engineers, it makes us better at what we do. Of course, learning alone isn't enough. Eventually, you actually have to do something with all that knowledge. And that's the second shift, turning learning into action. That might mean designing infrastructure, writing code, building models, creating policy, or leading a team. Whatever form it takes, the transition from absorbing knowledge to contributing something meaningful is where a lot of real growth happens. For me, that shift came during my PhD when I moved from reading other people's work to producing and publishing on my own. It was exciting and kind of terrifying. When you start submitting work for peer review and realize that not everyone is going to be as enthusiastic about it. Especially, for example, one of the first reviews I received back from a paper was, quote, "The authors make a real effort to convince us that the poor performance in their experiments is relevant." While I'm convinced they didn't fully read the paper, the experiences like this are part of the process. You put your work out into the world, you get feedback, sometimes tough and sometimes fair, and you learn to improve, defend your ideas, and move forward. That's part of becoming a practitioner. And to me, that's what makes being an engineer so meaningful. We get to take what we've learned and build something with it. Whether it's clean water infrastructure, resilient transportation systems, sustainable energy projects, or tools that help us understand the environment, we don't just study problems. We design solutions, we get to make things that last, that improve lives, and ultimately have an impact. And finally, I want to talk about one more way to keep growing after graduation, and that is by teaching. During my time here, I was a teaching assistant for the microbiology lab, and it became one of the most rewarding parts of my education. The material overlapped with my own research, so I had a chance to explain concepts that I knew well. And in doing so, I saw how much I'd internalized without even realizing it. Teaching forces you to clarify your thinking, it reminds you what you learned, and more than anything, it keeps the knowledge alive. Whether you become a formal instructor, a mentor, or just someone who helps the new hire feel less lost during their first week, passing on what you've learned is one of the most generous things you can do, and it's how we keep progress going. So, whether you're finishing your bachelor's, your master's, or PhD today, remember to keep learning in whatever form it takes, apply your knowledge and don't wait for permission to make an impact, and whenever you get the chance, share what you've learned with others. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you.
Thank you, Zach. And thanks to all three student speakers for sharing your individual stories. CE students are extremely gifted and talented in many different ways. In the next few minutes, I would like to recognize some other students who have been given special honors. I will ask the awardees to come to the podium so we can celebrate them and take a picture. At the end of spring, Steve Mensch, professor in construction, energy, and sustainable infrastructure, and associate chair for education, polls our undergraduate students to better understand the student experience in our department. As part of that, he also asked the students, who really made a difference in your experience here? Many people are mentioned in these responses, but some stand out. The teaching assistant who received a lot of positive feedback this year is Grace Collins. I actually don't even know if she's here, but we still want to do the shout out. A graduate student in construction, energy, and sustainable infrastructure. As one of her professors told me, Grace has been an amazing TA and a one-of-a-kind mentor to our students. She's great at breaking down complex topics and offering support when students feel stuck and overwhelmed. It's been great to see her build an environment where students feel comfortable asking questions, whether it's about course material or other challenges they're facing. Congrats, Grace. In addition, the department would like to recognize Alexa, or Lex, Hockey with our Community Award. And Lex, I know, is here. Lex served on the CEE Undergraduate Student Advisory Board, or USAB. She was the USAB representative on the DEI, or Community Committee. She organized the CEE Undergraduate Student Forum and was one of the event coordinators for the student chapter of the American Society of Civil Engineers, where she also was the lead organizer for the CEE Formal. So there is actually a formal every spring that the undergraduates organize themselves. She also works as a research assistant in the UW Earth Lab and as a resident advisor in Maple Hall resident halls. In the fall, Lex will be moving to the Bay Area to work for Clark Construction. Congrats, Lex. The final student awards are for graduated students is the Hawkins Prize. Established in 1993 by Neil and Ann Hawkins, the Hawkins Prize recognizes outstanding graduating seniors who are selected based on scholarship, leadership, and communication abilities. Students are nominated and voted on by CEE faculty. The Hawkins Prize comes with a certificate and a cash award. The runner-up for this year's Hawkins Prize is Jaron Griffin. As the faculty noted in their recommendation, Jaron is careful and thoughtful about his work, and this shows in his work's consistency and excellence. Beyond the classroom, Jaron has been a project lead for UW's Engineers Without Borders. Sorry, I just had to laugh. Sorry. Like you were sitting so perfectly on those steps that it threw me off. All right, where he designed and implemented composting toilets in Nicaragua. He has also worked as a stormwater and wastewater intern with Kennedy Jenks Consulting and served as president of the Husky Triathlon Club. And you see, here's a certificate. Well, it's just a letter, really. And then that leaves this year's winner of the Hawkins Prize, which goes to Grace Zhang. As faculty noted, Grace's academic record is exceptional, but it's more important to note that she has accumulated this record while taking challenging classes and working many hours. She consistently works 15 to 20 hours per week in the SCTL. She also has done independent research for several faculty members with the support of the Mary Gates Research Scholarship and the Smith Endowed Scholarship. Another faculty member noted that Grace's combination of academic and research success make me rank her as high as any undergraduate student I've ever known in my 35 years at the UW. So Grace, congratulations. brings us to the next element of our program. In recent years, CEE has recognized a former graduate with the CEE Distinguished Alumnus or Alumna Award. It is my great pleasure to introduce this year's recipient, Amy Hoggroot. Amy is a cum laude graduate of the University of Washington, class of '77, with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. She founded her own civil engineering firm in 1983 called Rosewater Engineering. 25 years later, her company merged with an international professional services company, and the following year, Amy stepped away from the business. However, she wasn't quite done, and in 2011, she created a new company, Rosewater Advisors, to provide business and management consulting services to selected clients. Amy was made a Fellow of the American Council of Engineering Companies in recognition of her leadership and service to the engineering profession. She was the 2005 Engineer of the Year of the American Council of Engineering Companies, Washington, and the recipient of the 2006 Nellie Cashman Woman Business Owner of the Year Award, commonly referred to as the Nellie. The department wants to recognize Amy for her outstanding career as an engineer and because she has continued to support the college and the department for many years. Today, she chairs our advisory board, and she's an enthusiastic supporter of a scholarship she helped to endow. Congratulations, Amy.
Good afternoon, good evening, which is what I usually say to my Canadian friends in different time zones. I'll start with thank you, Bart, and all the folks who were involved in deciding that I should be the recipient of this award. It's really been my pleasure and privilege to be a part of events and conversations and committees with students and faculty here throughout my career, and I'm really quite honored to be here today. You know, the process of preparing to say a few words led to a surprising amount of reflection on my career and my involvement here with UWCEE. I promise I won't share all of it, just a few bits. So in the mid-1970s, there were so few women in my engineering classes that taking a non-engineering course where another woman walked into the room was really unusual. And then I distinctly remember in my graduating class in 1977, there were 2 other women besides myself. There may have been a couple others, but that was it. And I have to say how delighted I am to see that ratio has changed significantly. Woo! So, yeah, go team. So as you might imagine, I experienced resistance and even puzzlement from colleagues who were unaccustomed to interacting with women engineers. And there were also folks who were wonderfully supportive. Thank goodness. And thanks to some of the more positive inputs, I launched a consulting firm, Rosewater Engineering. Yes, we designed sewers. At the ripe old age of 29. The next 25 years brought many opportunities to support my staff in their development and to influence the engineering consulting industry. I was determined to be an equal opportunity employer, so we found a good gender balance in the office, and I even hired people from WSU. So, over the years, it was incredibly gratifying to receive recognition in the form of various awards for my contributions to the engineering industry and for running my business in a humane and ethical way. My activities on campus tended to focus on events and programs designed for young women pursuing fields in sciences and engineering. Back in those days, we had not coined STEM. I participated in Women in Science and Engineering conferences, and I also got to be involved with some of the ASCE events. Over the years, I was just, again, so delighted when I started to meet young women who had not encountered the discouragement that I had when I chose engineering as my field. And later on, I had more and more fun speaking with classes. I even got to be the graduation speaker in 2010. Very fun. So as I entered retirement, or what I refer to as the meddling phase of my career, I also started the committee phase of my activities here at UW. I've served on the College of Engineering Diamond Awards Committee for a couple years, and as Bart mentioned, I've been on the advisory board for a number of years. Also, after selling Rosewater Engineering, I realized I wanted to create a scholarship to help others, particularly women, get their civil engineering degrees. So I recruited two of my fellow women business founders, Ann Simons and Chris Betty, and together we created the Women Business Founders Endowed Scholarship in Civil and Environmental Engineering. So having reviewed these activities, the thought I would really like to leave you with is this. My experiences of giving my time, my attention, and even money to future engineers have turned out really to be gifts to myself. I have always been inspired and heartened by the students and faculty I have interacted with. They, and now you, give me great hope that the systems that support civilization will continue to evolve and develop in healthy and sustainable ways. And it warms my heart, sometimes to the point of tears, to be able to help others pursue their dreams. So I thank you very much for this recognition. It means a great deal to me, and I congratulate you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Your success as a civil engineer and your service and generosity to the department and the CE community exemplify what it means to be an alumna of our program. I deeply appreciate all that you have done during an illustrious career. Which now brings us to the keynote address and our commencement speaker. Catherine Petrov has served as the Chief of the Engineering Division for the Seattle District of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers since July 22. She leads a staff of over 160 engineers, scientists, technicians, and other professionals in analyzing, designing, and ensuring quality for the district's engineering workload in both civil and military mission areas. Focus areas include dam and levee safety, civil, structural, mechanical, and electrical design, architecture, geotechnical engineering, geology, environmental engineering, cost engineering, and hydrology, hydraulic and coastal engineering. I'm a hydrologist. Catherine has over 40 years of experience in multiple and varied aspects of engineering, construction, and research. In the 1980s, she began her career as a field engineer in heavy construction in the Arctic, building gravel islands and well pads, then transitioned into industrial construction management of oil production facilities on Alaska's North Slope. She continued into construction of commercial structures along the Boston waterfront. But Catherine also has a long history with our department, not only as a member of our advisory board and as someone who hires many of our graduates, but also because she taught here and mentored undergraduate students and graduate students as a member of our faculty. After receiving her doctorate, Catherine accepted a position as a professor in our department where she specialized in wave structure interaction, natural hazards such as floods and tsunamis and sediment transport. And she spent much of the 90s here. In 2001, a suggestion from one of her former graduate students led her to work with the Army Corps of Engineers here in Seattle on fluvial, coastal, and sediment transport issues. Eventually, the call to public service transitioned to full-time work at the Seattle District in 2015, first as a subject matter expert and then with increasing supervisory duties. Catherine has undergraduate degrees from Caltech and from Pomona College. She graduated from Stanford with a Master of Science in Construction Management and from Caltech with a doctorate in civil engineering. She's a licensed professional engineer in the state of Washington. Please join me in welcoming Catherine Petrov.
Good evening and salutations. It seems like I'm the only thing standing between you and getting your diploma, so I'm going to try and make this brief. As I said, salutations to today's civil and environmental engineering graduates. Congratulations as well, one more time, to those here who have been your supporters on the road to graduation. Family members, partners, faculty and staff, friends and colleagues who have stood by you in the good times and the bad. I think they deserve one more hand, please. Thank you. Graduates, it's commencement. Let's take that term literally. Let's start. I'll try to give you only one recommendation in this speech, and that comes somewhat at the end, but right now I have some questions for you. No grading involved, I swear. I invite you to introspect on how you're feeling about this important milestone today. Are you relieved? You handed in that last assignment, passed that last exam, finished your thesis and defended it? No more literature reviews, at least for now. Are you proud? Joyful? You've made it. You set out to do a thing and you did it. You're all done, except for the paperwork. Are you anxious? Unsure? You're pretty familiar with what life looks like today. What's it gonna look like tomorrow? What's it gonna look like next year, 5 years from now? Have you chosen the right career? Are you anticipatory? Are you eager? Eager to get going and move out on whatever's next? It's likely that there's a strange mix of all of those things swirling around in your head right now. Capped off with a fair amount of adrenaline, I'll bet. That's okay. That's normal. Remember this feeling, because today we are celebrating your completion of one journey and the beginning, the commencement, the start of a new one. Let me share with you a story from the start of my own professional journey. In 1982, as a newly graduated engineer in structures and soils, with all of those feelings and questions in my head that I just described, I interviewed for a job with a construction firm in Anchorage, Alaska. It did not go well. After asking me whether I really wanted to put my pretty little head of hair under a hard hat, one of the principals in the firm proceeded to explain how in 5 years' time, he would be able to push a button and run a computer program called civil engineer, and he would never, ever have to hire a civil engineer again. Needless to say, I did not go to work for that company, but that statement about the civil engineering program has come back to me from time to time in the sense of how incredibly wrong it was. In the 40-some years since I've heard that pronouncement, civil and environmental engineering have evolved in a myriad of amazing ways. They've become cross-disciplinary, pulling in advancements from all over science, social science, engineering, and mathematics, from material science, from atmospheric and geological sciences, from forestry and oceanography, from biology and bioengineering, from social science, electrical and mechanical engineering, computer science, and more. We still design in concrete and steel and sometimes wood, but now we have other options like fiber-reinforced polymers, mass timber, and 3D printing. We still have traditional choices of chemical and physical filtration methods to maintain water quality, but now we also talk about nanofibers and biomembranes, not only to make water safe for people, but also to help heal the environment. LEED, Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, I'm sure you all know that, was not even a term when I had my peculiar interview in 1982. We used to design for the present. Now we design for the probable future. We consider sustainable design, low carbon materials, alternative energy, smart structures, ethics, equity, and the fate of a changing planet. There is not and never will be a program that replaces civil and environmental engineers. Instead, we have harnessed high-speed computing and built programs of our own to help inform our work. We predict wind, waves, snow, and hydraulic loadings using models that start at the global climate scale and cascade down to a single neighborhood or watershed. We simulate earthquakes from likely sources and predict soil structure, wave structure response using complex dynamic finite element models. We trace and predict traffic flow using stochastic and deterministic models and add in an understanding of human behavior. Well, at least some aspects of human behavior. Humans are really hard to predict. We have extended the meaning of survey to include use of remote sensing, global positioning systems, drones, and computer tomography to improve our knowledge of the physical world. From geotechnical engineering to transportation, from hydrology to air quality, limnology to construction, there are very few aspects of the public design space that civil and environmental engineering have not touched. Not only were these things seemingly unknown to my oh-so-opinionated interviewer at the start of my career, I doubt that I could have predicted that in 1982. When I started, I couldn't have predicted that my path as an engineer would literally take me to the four corners of the world, north to the Arctic Ocean, west to Japan, and south to Peru and Chile to do forensic analysis on earthquakes and tsunamis, and east to Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates to teach stormwater design in the desert. I couldn't have predicted that I would get a chance to work on coastal structures and foundations, segue into hydraulics and sediment transport, and end up working with amazing people from all across multiple engineering and science disciplines. I couldn't have known that people that I taught or mentored would go on to do so many wonderful things, or how proud I would be of their achievements, how proud I would be of their wisdom and the balance that they have found in their lives. A computer program, even if it did all the required calculations in the International Building Code, could never have done any of that. So I can confidently say that you cannot take the engineer out of engineering. It is we who program and push the buttons, and we who decide what buttons to push. And I did, and still do, put my head of hair under a hard hat. My takeaway is this: 40 years ago, I couldn't have known all the changes and possible paths that would come to exist during my career. And here today, on June 6th, 2025, we are likely in the same position. As I look out at you here today, as you start your careers, I wonder what paths you will travel and what you will achieve. I don't know if you will all choose to stay in civil and environmental engineering career path, but I hope you do. It's a noble profession. It's a profession that transcends borders and politics. It addresses basic human needs and the needs of the lands in which we live. When you think about it, you, as graduates, have the opportunity to mitigate damage before a disaster happens. You have the power to make people's lives better and care for the environment. You have the ability to take the ideas of planners and architects and make them reality. You will keep buildings safe from collapse so that the firemen who do search and rescue have fewer to search for and fewer to rescue, and so that people don't lose their homes and their livelihoods. You will design infrastructure and solutions which keep our environment free of pollutants and harmful substances, so that doctors have to save fewer people from disease, and so that our ecosystems are healthy for ourselves, our children, and the biota with whom we share the earth. You will inform flood risk management decisions so that police boats do not have to be dispatched to save people from their roofs after a flood, and yet water is still available for use year-round. You will specify the transportation configurations that get people safely and quickly from one place to another so that the EMTs in the ambulance have fewer incidents to take care of. Even with all of the amazing things engineers build, we are as much defined by the things that don't happen on our watch as by the things that do. I honestly don't mind being vastly underrated. The personal satisfaction of good engineering is worth it. I am proud that engineers understand fact-based science, value the vital role engineering has always played in civilization, and make ethical, apolitical, and fair decisions in their designs. We really don't need a Netflix series detailing all the things that went right and all the drama that didn't happen because we were involved. I mean, seriously, would you rather watch a series called Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, or Chicago Geotech? Better Call Saul, the hydrologist, would likely not attract many viewers. Our work remains of prime importance nonetheless. As I look out at you today, I see a multitude of possibilities for your futures. I see people who will build grand, ambitious structures, and people who will build structures which keep single families safe and warm and cool. I see people who will design a water treatment system for an entire city, and people who will provide the means for a rural household to have clean drinking water. I see people who will figure out both basic and applied methods to improve the lives of humanity and set conditions where fish, birds, mammals, plants, and even insects thrive. I see people who will finally figure out how to make the collector-distributor system on I-5 in Seattle actually work. I see principals in nationwide design firms and owners of their own businesses. I see teachers and professors and building code writers and members of the National Academy of Sciences. I see fathers and mothers and aunties and uncles and sports coaches and outdoor enthusiasts who have a community and a home life as well as a work life. I see graduates with the amazing potential to act, adapt, explore, mentor, and give back to their profession and the world. So here's my recommendation, my one recommendation, my imperative and my charge to you today. Start. You have the opportunity and the power and the ability. Now, as graduates, you have agency. Start. Set out. You may not know where you will go, but take that step. Follow where it leads you. You have an entire profession in your corner. Get going. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. Even I probably would not watch Saul the Hydrologist. All right, so now we come to the part of the program that you've all been waiting for. We now move forward with the presentation of graduates, and we start with the BSCE graduates. As we invite our graduates to walk across the podium, feel free to make some noise and give voice to your support for our graduates. I'm proud to present the Civil and Environmental Engineering class of 25. With the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering degree candidates, please stand up. Nobody? All right, this is how this is going to work. You'll be dismissed one row at a time, and then come to stage single file. And then when you come up to the stage, come over here to this point, you'll stop, we'll take a photo, and then you proceed. I was going to say, noise is okay.
Haley Hoskin. Morgan Lamb. Grace Zhang. Kayla Wilden. Vanya Moreno Collin. Mohammed Al-Shara. Braden Tarago. Kayla Huff. Chris Anderson. Evan Martin. Jaden Johnson. Haruka Migata. Amelia Bryant. Callie Gallegos. Lucas Fowler. Dylan Christensen. Keanu Wallace. Victor Loyola. Jesus Ambris. Harnoor Kaur. Anna Ruth Klein. Nicole Dickman. Samuel William Poppenguth. Kyle Bailey. Logan Smith. Santiago Ruival. Olivia Carroll. Ethan Flood. Malin Reynolds. Mariana Nicole Tajeda Moto. Mireya Garibay Galban. Isabel Ellison. Kelly Hillard. Amy Gresser. Samuel Wheeler. Deja Dumais. Alec Busby Fry. Jimmy Kith. Fiona Clayton. Darwin Gonzalez Perez. David Vu. Martin Udea. Gage Santa Cruz. Alexis Arevalo Perez. Dongwei Lee. Christian Spencer Smith. Robert Stricker. Evan Bloom. Kendall Vargas Marquez. Jenny Osborne. Anthony Brem. Connor Mitchell. Shane Connor. Emerson Moore. Rayanna Pittman. Alexa Hockey. Joanna Hasian Saravina. Mariam Ali. Yusi Sao. Jamie Perry. Lydia Kim. Trevor Litzel. Jared Schnoog. Coleman Beach. Marcus Punka. Manjot Singh. Kaishwen Alex Young. Shair Madi. Justin Sullivan. Arsh Patel. Cole Peterson. Daisy George. Rylan Farron Jones. Sean Carl. Shayla Marroquin Uristigi. Vanessa Bloomquist.
Nothing? Oh, there we go. All right, please join me in congratulating the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering class of 2025. I would now like to present the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering degree candidates. With the BSMV graduates, please stand up. And the same as before, Brian will lead the way.
John Meyer. Max Karn. Connor Barnes. Chris Cleaves. Sabrina Palma. Nadia Ligo. Carmen Tran. Amy Pham. Ailey Potter Schrepfer. Luke Samford. Luke Mason. Lucas Munson. Simon Bidstrup. Hargerline Gill. Hope Redhead. Chloe Crumry. Amaya Galley. Rose Martin. Jack Schlinger. Abigail Crundle. Willow Loring Hoynes. Emily Fusselman. Emma Kanoilehua Yonchi Beavers. Jaron Griffin. Fisher Brunzel. Amelia Cotter. Lauren Dewar.
All right. Please join me in congratulating the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering class of 2025. All right, so we did that half of the room. We're now going to continue with that half of the room. So I would like to present the Master of Science in Civil Engineering degree candidates. Would the MSCE students please stand up? And Julia on the side will dismiss you one at a row at a time.
Jamie Palmer.
Ryan Gallagher.
Zachary Yerbich Lohman.
Oliver Armstrong Davies.
Yogurj Visvanathan.
Five Heck.
Lisandro Garcia.
Garrett Davis.
Eric Jonah Lorica.
Chithara Unikrishnan.
Grace Savoy.
Jeremy Chan.
Hannah Stevanovic.
Emily Nathan.
Melissa Mees.
Sam Finkel.
Grace Dojan.
Lily Swanson.
Kira Twitchell.
Timothy Bernard.
Anna Tenhagen.
Brianna Hansen.
Guadalupe Dominguez.
Wilson Wang.
Caitlin Acosta.
Korthakia Srise Malapudi.
Emilia Abigania.
Adam Lowenhertz.
Ewan Steers.
Sage Fox.
Kieran Bashir.
Sanjay Rajakumar.
Lillian Lucas.
Henry Watson.
Luis Angel Guerrero Hoyas.
Jose Manuel Barreto Espinola.
William Russell Rosso.
Ed- Eduardo Ayala.
Jane Rolkvam.
Corey Baracaldo.
Zalan Khan.
Amaya Sul.
Jorge Montoya.
Please join me in congratulating the Master of Science in Civil Engineering class of 2025. I would now like to present the Master of Supply Chain, Transportation, and Logistics degree candidates. Would the SETL students please stand up?
Gabrielle Malman.
Jason Stillman.
Anastasia Zabielova.
Daniela Kessel.
Carolina Dargan.
Elise Grow.
Damien Yonchul Kim.
Baltazar Morales.
Samuel Girth.
Andrew DeRosa.
Zachary Shane Turner.
Weston Harvey.
Kathy Allen.
Chao Mei Veng.
Rogers Ndeda.
Yao Cheng Joseph Yang.
All right. Please join me in congratulating the Master of Supply Chain Transportation and Logistics class of 2025. I would now like to present the Master of Sustainable Transportation degree candidates. Would you please stand up? And Ed McCormick will actually be the one shaking your hand.
Braden Kelly.
Zachary Grubb.
Brian Davis.
Jessica Buratica.
Fioiloa Punao Asu.
Nicholas Wilson.
Obi Idago.
Shay Holmes.
All right, please join me in congratulating the Master of Sustainable Transportation class of 2025. Which brings us to the last cohort, the doctoral degree candidates. Will the students please approach the stage to be acknowledged? Faculty assisting with hooding, please join your student on stage when their name is called. I invite the PhDs to remain on the stage to join the faculty in recognition of your new status as peers in the academic community. Please remain on stage after you're hooded as we close these proceedings. Please go ahead.
Uzorchuko Uaorma.
Grace Gia. From the
Rachel Pearson.
Britt Abrahamson.
Zachary Flinkstrom.
Shu Yi Yin.
Joel Eckloff. Hannah Conroy.
Jacob Davis.
Emma Nuss.
EJ Rainville.
Moeen Kaloe.
Bujan Beklubat.
All right. And with that, we're almost done. Thank you, family, friends, and guests, for coming and supporting your loved ones through the years and for your part in creating future engineers. One more congratulations to all our graduates. Celebrate and enjoy. There was actually a second part to that sentence. It was celebrate and enjoy before you close out the academic year in the coming week. For example, Sabrina has a... All right. We'll move on. And now the cap toss for those who are so inclined. Let's give everyone a second to get their cameras ready. And make sure no one loses an eye in this. So, on the count of 3, stand up. You don't have to toss the caps. But if you want to, this is the time. All right, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, toss. Congratulations. There we go. And that concludes our proceedings. Congratulations.